Thokozani. Good day, everyone. Please welcome back. This is Gogo Mahaba again. If you are new on this channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, like my page, and thank you so much, guys. Thank you 1,000 times for supporting me, for supporting this channel. Thank you so much for sending those positive remarks, not negative ones. Okay. So today I want us to talk about types of psychic abilities. The reason I'm doing this video is because I want you guys to understand, those who have spiritual gift, to understand what type of gift that you have. How many psychic abilities do you have? Yes, sometimes you can have one, but you find that sometimes you can even have more than one, 5, 7. If you have 12, you are the lucky one. You are the strongest one. And remember, you've been chosen by your ancestors, by your spiritual guides, by your spiritual angels, and of course by God, because this is what I believe in. Remember, if I have a prophetic calling, I'm chosen by my prophetic guides, by my spiritual angels. And remember, my prophetic guides are my ancestors, but these are the ones who were using the Bibles. My ancestors who were using the divine bones. Yes, I call them my ancestors. Those who were using the divine bones. And even, my past, my deceased ones, the ones who have passed on, they are still my ancestors. Oh, of course, they didn't give me the spiritual gift, but they're always there for me. They're protecting me. Sometimes they're giving me some messages, to protect myself. If something dangerous is coming to me, they will come and tell me that, you know what, be careful of 1, 2, 3. So that's why I'm saying this. This channel is not only for people who have spiritual gift. This is for everyone. If you want to know more about your roots, where you come from, you want to know more about spirituality, you are in the right place. Okay. Today I have 12 types of psychic abilities, and they are as follows. Okay, before I start, let's understand what psychic ability means. People having the psychic ability. According to Wikipedia, they define people having psychic abilities as those people who have the ability to perceive information hidden from the normal senses through extrasensory perception. This is the definition of psychic abilities, of people having psychic abilities. This is according to the Wikipedia. Okay, number 1, I have the precognition. Precognition. People having precognition are those who can predict what will happen in the near future or in the late future. Usually this can be seen through visions, dreams, through prayers, through prophecy. This is how this can be seen. They can see things like death coming, maybe into the family or happening to someone, maybe a car accident happening, maybe some sicknesses happening to other people, any dangers coming. They can even see things like, things like what do you call it? Like storms, like tornadoes. They can see all those things. Okay. So examples of these people having the precognition are the prophets, are sangomas. Yes, they can see through visions, through dreams, and even the tarot readers, they can see those things as well. Okay. And then number 2, telepathy. People having telepathy are those who have the ability to receive information, feelings, moods, and ideas between other people. For instance, you can read the mind of the person next to you, or you can tell if the people who are just standing right there, maybe let's say 5 meters away from you, if they're saying bad things about you, they're gossiping about you, or if they're bad people. So people having the telepathy are people like Mandau and then Zuza, those who possess, those who are gifted with the Mandau ancestors and then Zuza gift. But I'm just going to read this and give an example of the type of people, African people, South African people who have this type of gift. This is what I want us to understand. Because whenever we have a spiritual calling, we just say, I have the gift to be a sangoma. But yet I don't understand what's inside that sangoma calling. What other things are inside that sangoma calling? What other gifts are there inside the sangoma calling? Okay. Number 3, we have the telekinesis. People having the telekinesis abilities are those who have the power to move objects using their consciousness powers. This they can do without using their hands or any other instruments. This they can do by means of focus, or usually when they are angry. So I've never seen anyone with telekinesis. Most of the people having the telekinesis, I know that these are most of the people who are practicing magic. And to me, practicing magic is not a spiritual gift. This is someone that a person just goes and learn from somewhere. And these are things that people do just for entertainment. But yes, there are telekinesis. I've seen many movies which used to be books, and these movies or these books, they are true stories. This is something that happened before. That's why I wrote it down. That's why I support it as well. That I've never seen anyone, personally, whom I can say, yeah, this is the person that I met. But I hope that one day I'll meet person who having that type of a power. Yes, that type of a gift. Number 4, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance simply means clear seeing things clearly. People having clairvoyance usually experience visions. Visions may come when you're half asleep or half awake, you are in between, or even when you're awake, they just comes visions, and they come in different ways. During visions, you'll normally feel your spirit leaving your body, as if your spirit is leaving your body, especially when you're half asleep, half awake, and it goes into the other world, and then you just see some other things. It goes into the spiritual world, and you see some other things, or you see yourself in another, in another place, the place that you've never been before. Okay, this is because your ancestors wants to show you something. That's why you're having this type of the clairvoyance. People usually having the clairvoyance are people like prophets. Yes. Clairsentience. Clairsentience is a clear feeling or a clear sensing. You can feel things, you can sense things. People having clairsentience usually feels the energy around them. This include other people's feelings, other people's emotions, their sicknesses, and etc. Usually they perceive thoughts, emotions, and well-beings of other people. This is an intense feeling. The clairsentience, they don't clear feeling, clear sensing. Usually these ones, yes, they will include people having the Mandao ancestors, but usually these ones, they don't use the third eye. They use the intuition a lot. Number 6, clairaudience. Clairaudience is about having a clear hearing, just hearing things. You find that you are, with other people, you can hear things they can't hear. You can hear them. People having clairaudience have the ability to hear things others cannot hear. For an example, you can hear a whistle, an air blown in your ears, something like a drop of water inside your ear, things like that. Sometimes you can feel your name being called by one of your ancestors, by one of your past loved ones. And you know that you're alone in the room, but you just feel this, this voice. It is telling you something. When you are throwing your divine bones, they will come and whisper things in your ears and tell you things. These are the people who have the clairaudience. Usually people having the clairaudience are people like who have the Abalosi ancestors. They have the clairaudience. Remember, this can be given by your ancestors, your guardian angels, and your spiritual guides, your spiritual angels as well. They will come and whisper messages in your ear. These messages, you need to tell them to other people. Maybe someone is in danger. They will come to you, and this is how they will communicate with you, so that you'll be able to tell that person, to give this person this message. I'm saying all this because I want you guys to understand if ancestors are talking to you, and when they're talking to you, and what they're saying to you. Okay, number 7, claircognizance. Claircognizance are those people who have the clear knowing. They just know things. They have clear knowledge of what is happening. They can tell you about things which, no one has told them about. They were not there when those things happened. But you ask them this question, they just tell you things. They just say it, and they're saying correct things. These are the spiritual guides telling them things. You just know things, and no one has told you about them. But your guardian angels are telling you about this. You just say things which are correct or which happened in the past, and you don't know where you got this from. But you just know. These are your ancestors telling you. So example of people having the claircognizance are people like sangomas, people like prophets. They just know. And then clairgustance. This is a clear tasting. People having clairgustance are those who have a clear tasting of energies. If things are bad in their lives, or some bad things are about to happen, they will experience, a sour taste inside their mouth. There will be this taste like a vinegar, or just, a lemon in the mouth. Automatically, these are how the spiritual guides are talking to them, showing them that, what, things are falling apart. Things are going bad. Please stand up, do something about this. And if things, gonna be good, doors are gonna open up, they will have, they will experience a sweet taste in their mouth. It tastes like a sugar, it tastes like a honey, and then they know that things are going to be okay. Let's say during consultation, the person who's consulting with you is asking you about a question about what is going to happen. Is this person going to marry me? Are we going to have a beautiful life together? And then, yes, the divine bones will tell you something. And, your ancestor who are giving you the clairgustance ability, they will tell you, through your mouth, whether things are gonna be good, or if things are not gonna be good. Okay. Number 9, clairaudience. This is a clear smelling. People having the ability to smell things which are outside normal range of smell. They can smell a cologne. You find that this cologne, this is one of the cologne that my grandfather used to use. Sometimes a cigar that my father used to smoke. A snuff that my grandma used to sniff. That bean soup that my mother used to cook. They will smell those type of things, and they will automatically know that, oh, it's my mother. She's just here. She's visiting me today. Or maybe let's say you're consulting with this person. This person will tell you about, I can feel the presence of this person. He used to drink, he used to smoke this type of cigar, and then he will explain, how the smell is. You will automatically know that, oh, it's my grandfather. Oh, it's my father. Yes, and then they will deliver the message to you. Okay, number 10, mediumship or channels, mediums or channels. Mediums are those who can communicate with the dead. They have the gift to see spirits with their own 2 eyes or with their 3rd eye. They can connect with spirits, talk to them, and deliver the message to the living from the spirits. Usually they can even use a glass of water, tarot cards, divine bones, or even prayers. They can connect with angels, the deceased ones, other spirits, whether good spirits or bad spirit. They can connect with demons and other entities, and they have the power to expel demons and other entities. I've seen many videos where you find that a person bought a house, and there is a negative entity in this house. They will always call mediums to come and expel those demons. So what the mediums are using is they're using prayer, They will pray with the whole of the family. They will use the holy water. They will also use things like rosaries, praying, and they will expel this thing and this negative energy, whether it's a demon, any type of entity, whatever it is, it will just leave them alone. It will go away. So this will show you how powerful these people are. Okay. Number 11, apportation. Apportation is the ability to make objects disappear from the place where they have been placed or even appear later. There are some types of spirit which have the ability to do apportations. There are also people who have the ability to do that. We see this happening in most cases in people who practice magic, whom we call magicians. But remember, magicians, they don't have spiritual calling. Magicians, that thing, if you want to, to practice magic, you can just go magician school and they teach you and then you start doing those things. These are just people who are making money for themselves. The type of work or the type of job that they do just to entertain people. So I don't know, I've never met a person having apportation except in the books, some of the books that I've read or the movies, true story movies that I've read, that I've seen. Movies like Harry, the one by Stephen King, yes. Remember, that's a true story. Okay, number 12, time travelers or messengers. Those who have the ability to travel to the future and back. They will tell us messages of what is going to happen in future, and they are precise or accurate on time and dates of those occurrences. They can also travel to the past and explain exactly of what really took place, where and when and what really happened. For an example, they are mostly useful when dealing with cases of people who have disappeared or murdered. They can travel to the past and see exactly what happened on the day the deceased died, how the deceased was killed, where the body has been buried. Maybe it's been buried in a shallow grave somewhere. Maybe they have not yet found the body of the deceased. Yes, I've seen also many videos. I like watching Discover ID. I like watching those things, those type of channels, yes. So I've seen in most cases where you find that they get a time traveler or a messenger who will come and examples of, messengers or time travelers, prophets as well. Prophets, there are some prophets who can do, who also have the ability to, to do time traveling, those things. But there are those people who have been given the gift of time travelers. They're not prophets, but they will tell you that, you know what, this thing's gonna happen. I heard about that guy from Zim who did a prophecy. He said that he's not a prophet. He's a time traveler. He's a messenger. He was sent by God to tell this person that you need to pray within 72 hours. Because if not, this is what's going to happen to you. These are the type of time travelers that we have. So I'm doing this video because I want you guys to understand where you fall. Yes, where you fall in. You might have lots of them. If there are more other psychic abilities that I didn't mention, please share them with us. The reason I'm doing this, guys, is because I want to do a video soon where I want to talk more about spirituality, more about sangomas. So I want you guys to, imagine what will happen if, let's say, all these people, spiritually gifted people, we all die, or our gift just disappears. No one is spiritually gifted anymore. What will happen about everyone, about us all, or those ones who are not spiritually gifted? They will be attacked by demons, by entities. They will be attacked by witchcraft, all bad things. So the world will never be a better place to live again. I want you to know that the reason we have sangomas, the reason we have prophets, the reason we have, mediums, psychics, is because we are chosen to come and protect other people, to protect the community, to protect other people's work, their blessings, their work, their marriages, everything about them. So there is a difference between a sangoma and a person who's practicing witchcraft. Sangomas are spiritually gifted. Witches are not spiritually gifted. There are people, who birth witchcraft. There are people who are practicing negative things. There are people who are dealing with the devils. Spiritually gifted people are not dealing with the devils. No. We are dealing with God. We are dealing with our spiritual guides, our spiritual angels, our ancestors who are on the lights. Because even those ancestors who are on the light, they came to earth just like us, and they were given the same gifts as us to come and practicing what we are practicing now. When they leave this earth, they always choose someone else who's going to come and carry on with the legacy to protect this beautiful earth. I'm saying this because, yes, there's some people who are saying some bad things about sangomas, as if sangomas are practicing witchcraft. No, we are not. We are not. So before you say anything bad, anything, negative about other people, or before you judge other people, please go and do your research. Because I am a sangoma. I have the sangoma calling, the sangoma gift. I have a prophetic gift as well. As you can see, I have my prophetic gift as well. And then I also have other gifts, Mandao and others. So if sangomas are, they're working with the devils, how come will I have a prophetic gift? Because a prophet will never work with the devil. I'm talking about a person who's spiritually gifted. I'm not talking about a person who just decided to go to a Bible school, decided to be a prophet, decided to be a pastor. I'm not talking about those people. Those ones are not spiritually gifted. They just decided, they had an interest, which is good. And I'm not talking about those ones, who pretended to be pastors. They happen to be fake pastors. They happen to do very bad things. They were scheming people, doing fake, what do we call it? Fake prophets, those things. No, I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about true people, true prophets. Yes, you might not be spiritually gifted, but you may decide, have this thing, of studying, Bible studying, and then you decide to have an interest in becoming, a member of the church, or maybe becoming a priest or a prophet or whatever that you might decide to become. So this is what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please send some comments, positive comments. I hate negative comments. If you don't have nice things to say, please stay away. I only like people who send positive comments. And I don't like those people who are always criticizing sangomas. If you are criticizing a sangoma, please name that sangoma by his or her name, the one that you're criticizing, and explain to everyone what that person is doing. Don't just say sangomas. No, I don't like that at all. Because what you are doing, you are mocking the ancestors. And you don't know, one day you might see yourself knocking at the door of a sangoma, needing some help. And I don't know if now, because you are criticizing openly for the world to see you, are you going to, to apologize openly in front of everyone? While you'll be, apologizing for the sangomas that you are painting in black paint. That's all, guys. That's all that it is. Please do not scare people who have spiritual gifts. Do not scare them at all, because now you're making some other people not to accept their callings. You are scaring them with those negative comments, those negative things that you are saying. If you feel like someone has done something, please, you can name that person. I think you've decided to criticize this person, or to judge. Let me not say to judge. You are not judging this person. As long as you go open, it means that you know about this. You know. Before you say anything negative about other people, please go and do your research. Do not say things and later on come and say, I'm sorry. Sorry is just a sorry word. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to Goes.